All right, a little intro here.
I can tell him about you.
Okay.
I can intro you. That's kind of my job. He's a Pasadena mystery writer, but I think he's like the dark prince of African mystery. He's also a medical doctor. It's Kwei Quartey. He has a bicontinental roots in West Africa, birthplace of his father, and North America his mother's homeland. He is culturally blessed and hopelessly confused. It's Kwei Quartey.
All right, reading from my novel, Wife of the Gods. It's a murder mystery set in Ghana, West Africa. Title refers to practice among an isolated group of people in which young women and girls are sent to a fetish priest to serve in a shrine in order to atone for a crime sometimes committed generations ago. Now, starting at puberty, these girls are subjected to sex with a priest, who is supposed to be an intermediary between the physical world and the gods. In this story, Effia, who is 30, is one of the wives, and Ama, her 15-year-old daughter, is the product of her union with Togbe, who is the priest. And so one night during a downpour in the village, the unspeakable happens, and Effia does something about it. Effia felt uneasy about leaving Ama with Togbe. The other wives were busy trying to catch leaks in the roof while the children played around, but Effia stood in the doorway waiting anxiously for Ama. Togbe's lantern had gone out, which worried Effia even more. She sighed, took a few steps toward Togbe's hut, and then turned back again. What should she do? Should she check on Ama? She decided she would. She was already soaked, so what difference did it make? She stepped out, trying to avoid the deepest parts of the water and holding up her skirt so that she wouldn't trip over it. Suddenly, before she could get to Togbe's hut, Ama came running out. Her mouth was open in a silent stream against the storm. Her top was torn, her skirt was tangled and pushed up, and some of her thigh was exposed. Effia knew immediately what had happened, and it stabbed her in the heart and seared clear to her back, in between the shoulder blades. She caught Ama in her arms. The girl was shrieking. Effia held her tight and cradled her head. Ama wanted to collapse, but Effia wouldn't let her fall. They stood in the rain until Ama was still, and then Effia took her to the wives' hut. The storm quieted down to a light, steady rain, and finally everyone could get some sleep. Keeping her arms around Ama as she slept, Effia waited 2 hours. Her eyes never closed in that time. She was extra alert, her mind bright and clear. She shook Ama gently. We have to leave. Huh? Shh. Come. They stepped over the sleeping wives and children and went outside. A feeble flash of lightning lit up Togbe's hut for a moment, showing the way. Ama wiped rainwater away from her eyes. What's wrong, Mama? Where are we going? Togbe will try to hurt you and me again. We're going to run away to Ketanu, and from there, maybe someone can take us to another town far away, where Togbe will never find us. Lightning illuminated Ama's face, and Effia saw how fearful she was. Wait here for me, Effia said, but thunder drowned out her voice, and she had to repeat it. I have to get something from Togbe's hut first, she explained. Don't come to look for me, do you hear? No matter what, you must not come looking for me. You understand? Yes, Mama. But when I come out, we run, okay? Ama nodded. She was shivering from cold and fear. Effia knew about how many steps it was to Togbe's house, and she found the edges of the doorway and went in. She waited for the next bit of lightning. It was less bright, but still enough to see Togbe sleeping on his right side the way he always did. He was a heavy sleeper and slept even better when it rained and when he was sleeping off his drunkenness. Effia knelt down beside him. and gently tapped his left shoulder. He grunted, moaned, and rolled onto his back. And she waited a few moments until she was sure he had settled back into a deep sleep. Effia fumbled around for the bottom edge of his sleeping cloth. Some of it was tangled under his weight, and she had to gently peel it up and out. She looked nervously up at the door to make sure Amma wasn't there. Good girl. Just a few minutes more. She had almost all of Togbei's lower section uncovered. He was wearing trousers, but she was still worried the exposure to the air would wake him. Now she had to be quick. One burst of lightning and then thunder. Good. One button. The others had fallen off long ago. Lightning. She spread the fly open. Thunder. Don't wake up, please. Her knife, the one she used to cut goat meat with, was under her cloth. She took it out. He stirred. No, don't turn it over. Knife in her right hand, left poised steadily over his penis, like a runner on his mark. A brilliant flash of lightning, and she saw it clearly. Grasped the shaft and pulled up. The knife blade arced silently through the dark, so sharp she did not even feel it cut the flesh, but she felt his penis come up cleanly up and away from his body in her left hand. He writhed like a worm on a stick and stabbed her. But she was already at the door, and she never even heard his first scream. For a moment, she didn't see Amma. Where was she? They bumped into each other. Run! Effia shouted. In pitch darkness, they held hands and ran over ground they could not see into a future they did not know. Thank you.